Welcome back to the channel, Kookz. Today is the first installment of Vankookz Kitchen, and we got our master chef here, Danny Kookz, who's going to cook us some good food. So, what's going on here today?
So today we are going to be making a green shakshuka with leeks. Some of our Israeli friends used to make shakshuka and it just really reminds us of them. So we're going to show you how to make it green style.
And we got this recipe out of the book Food, What the Heck Should I Cook by Mark Hyman, and that is going to be in the description. It's an amazing book. We've probably cooked every recipe in there. So we're going to show you one of our favorites. It's van friendly. We're cooking it all on our 2-burner Eureka stove. So you guys can do this.
Yeah, what we really want to do with some of these nutrition series is kind of regurgitate some of the stuff that I'm going to school for you guys, give you guys the cliff notes, and then just show you, like, if we can make it in our van, you guys could make it at home. So let's do this. For this green shakshuka recipe, what you are going to need is a leek, a pretty big one, or 2 small ones, 3 small ones, and some greens. We like arugula. You can use spinach, you can use kale, you can use any other kind of green, but we do like arugula. And then you'll need some pasture-raised eggs. We like fully pasture-raised eggs that do not have feed but forage. These aren't actually Vital Farms eggs because they use feed. But we save these because the cartons are better in the van. So we just get our eggs and we put them in here. We went to the farmer's market this morning, so we put them all in here. And we have some full fat coconut milk. Like I said, the fat is very important when you're having your greens. And we need an onion and we need some caraway seeds. So if you've never used caraway seeds, this will be a nice treat for you. So what we're going to do first is, with our pan, we're going to heat it up and we're going to create some cooking oil, and we're going to use just a couple of these uncured bacon ends. So these are nitrate free, antibiotic free, all the frees and stuff. So sometimes bacon can be very expensive, so we get the bacon ends, and these are much cheaper, and we just need it to, like I said, grease up the pan so that we have a nice cooking oil that can take the heat. You don't want to cook with cooking oils that really can't take the heat, so saturated fat can take the heat, and so that's about all that we need to get our stuff going. And we're going to cook that on low. And we do like to use these cast iron. This is a cast iron ceramic coated pan. When you are eating greens, you do want to have some source of fat because a lot of the vitamins in the greens are fat soluble. So if you're having a salad or anything like that, you need to put some oil on it, need to put some sort of fat on it so that you can accept those nutrients in there.
While Danny's cooking the bacon, I'm going to take care of prepping some of the veggies. There's not much prep involved in this meal. That's why we like to make it a lot. And we're not your typical van lifers, and we got our knife set here. So I'm gonna roll it out, pull out a nice chef knife, and get started. So I have my leek here, and how you prep the leek is you're gonna cut the end off, that guy, and then I like to just cut it in half down the middle. And then leeks can be quite dirty, so these ones look pretty clean, but sometimes they'll have lots of dirt on them. So I have my water port here. I'm just gonna rinse this off before, you can see there's some dirt in there. I'm just gonna rinse these guys off, and then I'm gonna chop them up. Get all that dirt out. We really love this water port. It's just a nice, like, portable shower thing, but we end up really using it to wash our veggies and our dishes most of the time. But it really saves water. It holds 3 gallons, and we're not using all our drinking water to wash our veggies. So that leek looks nice and clean. Give it a little shake off, and that's what's great about cooking outdoors. You know, you don't have to worry about getting your kitchen dirty. You can just make the biggest mess you want. Now that I got my leek chopped, I'm just going to just kind of chop it up finely all the way to the top. Some people are particular about not eating the green part. We eat the whole leek. Leeks are very good for you. They are a sulfur-rich veggie, so they provide lots of detoxification qualities. They're even good for your hair, your skin, And the easy way to remember what vitamins are in green vegetables is you want to get your greenbacks. So green vegetables are high in B, A, C, and K. So that's how we like to remember it, but now I'm going to chop this up. Enough of me talking. And then we're just going to give it nice little slivers.
So now we're going to cut the onion. Kevin cut the leeks up pretty nice. So what I like to do is go from top to bottom. You can cut it either this way, but I like to go through the top and the bottom and leave the skin on. And then once you leave the skin on and you do this, it comes off pretty easy. So now that we've got the skin off, we're going to take the butt and the little top off. And then we're going to slice. So onions are full of quercetin, which is really good right now during Corona. That's actually like an anti-malarial supplement that people take. So quercetin is very rich in both of these. The onion and the leek, garlic, lots of those things. And these are sulfur-rich vegetables as well. So sulfur is really protectant. I know Kevin mentioned a lot of the benefits, a lot of the leeks. They kind of also spill over onto the onions as well. Now that the bacon has greased our pan, we are going to put these leeks in here and kind of caramelize these leeks.
7 minutes about on medium-high heat.
Okay, so we're going to cook this for about 7 minutes on about medium to high heat. The 7 minutes kind of vary outside because you got wind and a lot of factors. But you'll see, you just want it to be kind of soft and translucent on the onions. Since we are cooking outside the van right now, it's a little windy. So we're gonna put the top on right now, but you really don't need to put the top on until you put your eggs in. But we do wanna keep the heat in there. All right, so now I'm gonna add a pinch of sea salt and then I'm gonna add my caraway seeds. So the Celtic sea salt is great because it has a ton of minerals in it. And a lot of the refined salt just doesn't have what you need. A big pinch of, maybe even a little more. And caraway seeds, you can smell it. Not you, but me. So this dish right here is a really sulfur-rich dish, and sulfur-rich foods, they nourish the cells and the mitochondria, and they specifically help the body be more efficient in eliminating toxins. It's so important for like synthesizing protein and for producing collagen, which makes up most all of your connective tissues. So sulfur is just really important to have. A lot of people overlook it and think about antioxidants a lot of the time, but sulfurs are really great in doing some of the same things that antioxidants. Sulfur-rich vegetables are also very good for protecting from cancer, type 2 diabetes, and even dementia. So don't overlook your sulfur veggies. It's almost done right now. We're gonna turn it down and add our greens and our coconut milk. All right, so now that we got the arugula in there and it's pretty lime green, we're gonna put in the coconut milk.
So you will usually use about half of the can of the coconut milk. It's kind of up to you. It just depends on how much fat and calories you want to intake on this meal. But we let it kind of get hot and sizzling, and we got a nice sizzle. Ian would be proud of us. Ian, if you're watching, how's that sizzle look? So now I'm gonna get the eggs out. We're gonna crack the eggs on here and then we're gonna cover it, and then it's gonna like nicely poach the eggs. So you can see these pasture raised yolks are very vibrant orange. They're not just like a pale yellow. And that's what you're gonna get when you're buying better eggs. They just have a more resilient and robust yolk. So I got 4 eggs in there. I'm gonna close the lid and we're just gonna let the steam cook them on about medium-high heat. And once I pull this lid off, you guys are in for a real treat here. So the eggs cook for about 8 minutes, and you'll know they're done because the yolk will have like a milky white color over it. If you like them more sunny side up, you'll let them just kind of be more translucent, but we like them a little more cooked so they kind of have that glaze. And it's looking delicious. And now I will just throw these in a bowl and we're gonna enjoy them. So let me just plate these real quick. So we usually just split it down the middle and I just kind of do a little cut, scoop up an egg, throw it in there, scoop up the other egg, top it, and I'll just throw some of that on there. And there you go, Danny.
Thank you guys so much for watching and coming along and cooking breakfast with us this morning. If you guys enjoy stuff like this, we'll keep it coming.
Yeah, we'd love to share some of our favorite recipes with you, and we love to cook outdoors, and you guys can cook some really gourmet stuff out of the van. We don't want to see you guys trying to live your best life on canned food and
Or a college diet.
yeah, get off that college diet, get on that Kookz diet and start living your best life. So like and subscribe, and if you guys like this, we'll drop more cooking videos. We're just gonna see how this first one does. So
Yeah, we really need to nourish ourselves during our tiny home build, so tune into that if you're into that. And we'll see you next time, Kookz.
yeah.
Bye guys, thanks for watching.